Hi, my name is Lyra Evans. I'm the current school board trustee for Zone 9 in the English Public School Board, the OCDSB. I am the first openly trans school board trustee in Canada.
So what does it mean to be the first trans person to be elected to this position?
So I am always a mixture of honored and disappointed. I'm honored to be a role model for young people. I'm honored to be someone that they can look up to know that you can be successful and be openly trans or be openly LGBTQ. And I'm disappointed because the generation of activists before me, 20, 30 years ago, who should have been sitting in my seat saying they were the first openly trans candidate, died to government inaction in the 80s and 90s due to the AIDS crisis. A generation of LGBTQ activists are missing, and their voices will never be heard.
Do you see yourself as a role model?
I do see myself as a role model. I know when I was growing up, I didn't have words for who I was. I didn't know the word trans existed. And because of publicity of things like this, there are going to be young people who have role models to look up to and who can see successful LGBTQ people and specifically trans people existing in society.
What are the issues that are important to you?
I'm really passionate about teaching sex ed. I used to volunteer with Planned Parenthood to go around to high schools and teach sex ed, and I found that the 2015 curriculum put in by the previous provincial government really stepped up. It really taught young people the things they need to know, and I was devastated when I found out that the provincial government was going to be repealing all of that. And it's actually the reason I chose to run for school board trustee, because I think we need advocates. We need progressive advocates to sit down and say, these things are important, and to get other people engaged.
How do you approach the change in sex ed curriculum as a new trustee?
So I think it's really important that we protect teachers who choose to teach it. There are so many teachers who want to teach the updated version, who think it's important, but are scared for their jobs because of the government snitch line and the threats the provincial government has made against teachers who teach the updated version. And I want to stand up for those teachers and say, your board has your back, your trustees have your back. We want you to teach the things you think are important. We trust your professional autonomy. Why is the provincial government doing this to you? And we want to give them a voice. We want to give the communities who are outraged by this repeal a voice.
What was your experience like campaigning?
So, my experience was twofold. At the doors, everyone was very friendly. I had exactly one person who was less than courteous to me the entire time I campaigned for this election at the doors. People were kind, people cared, people were willing to listen about the school board in a way that I don't think they were willing to listen to people they've already made their minds they don't want to hear about. But no one has preconceived notions and everyone likes kids, or most people like kids. So, but online it was a very different experience. I found people were hostile, or people were downright disrespectful of my identity and of who I am, not based on any particular policy issues that I have. They just wanted to attack me for being openly trans, or they wanted to attack me for being LGBTQ, or they wanted to attack me for being young. And so I had very different experiences between my personal interactions with people and my online interactions with people.
What have you heard from people since you were elected?
I've heard a lot of congratulations, and I've heard of a couple of people who are very adamant about their belief that the sex ed curriculum repeal was the right thing. So people on both sides of this particular issue have come forward to me already and try and have their voices heard.